Oh my goodness. Okay. Woo, hi YouTube. I have literally never done a YouTube live video and I'm really kind of nervous, which is funny because I usually don't get nervous about stuff like that, but that's okay. Okay, so I am Marie. If you're on this page, you know I'm a mascara makeup artist. Got my sweet little artist palette here. I just learned a really cool trick. So as you can see, I've got some small breakouts going on my face, which is kind of the norm for me. And while our makeup is super awesome at color correcting and camouflaging on its own, sometimes it could use just a little bit of help. And so I'm gonna do just a really fast hack, highlight and contour on my face, and then I'm going to show you how to use a contour to really hide your pimples. So right now I've got my double-decker palette and my detail hack brush, and I'm going to go in to my indigo contour, and I'm just going to get my cheeks contoured out a little bit, and I'm just sort of boldening up that line. I have a long face, so I bring my contour in more sideways versus down towards my mouth. That way I get just a little more cheek, because I don't have very fluffy cheeks and I like the way that that looks. So I come in here and I just sort of follow that cheekbone, and I'm just sort of patting and building that line with my contour. Just like that. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna blend it, but that's a pretty good starting place, just like that. Okay. I'm gonna come up onto my forehead. Now, using a dark contour, you can see it almost kind of exacerbates the redness in my breakout up here in my hairline, right? Like you can still see that. It's not, this color is not hiding it, but a different color will. So just get this on really quick. Throw some contour on my jawline. I also really like using our detail hack brush to contour my nose. I just rub it in the makeup like this, and then I stamp the edge of the bridge of my nose, and you get like this perfectly straight, soft line. Do the same thing on the other side. There we go. And then just a little bit down here on the ends. Okay, just like that. Then I'm going to take my 30-second hack brush and I'm gonna go into White Peach, and I'm gonna do underneath my eyes. I'm gonna kind of look in here. The lighting is definitely different on my camera phone versus my mirror that I'm holding up, so it's easier for me to see what I'm doing if I look over here for a second. So just a light, you can see the coverage is just astounding regardless of how I do it. Okay, now I'll come over here and do the side. Once again, I'm just patting this brush in. I am not smearing it into the makeup. I am sort of buffing it into my skin as I go. Get it up into the corner of the eye there. Technically, this is the contour end of our 30-second hack brush, but I really, really, really like the way that it applies my highlight, so that's how I use it instead. Okay, then I've got a darker highlight, which is June, which I'm gonna put on my forehead. And just sort of fan it out from between my eyebrows up towards my hairline. I'm gonna come under the contour here and sort of around the front of it. Get my chin. And come over there. Okay, highlight and contours all placed. My favorite lip and cheek colors are Dahlia. Love it. And then I put Plum on top of it for fall, which is this one right here. So just a little bit of Plum on top of that. Okay, now we're ready for blending. You can either blend with the blunt end of curling brush, or if you like a sheerer, more sheer looking application, you can blend with a sponge. I'm more of a natural girl when it comes to the amount of makeup I like on my face, so I tend to blend with the sponge. But whatever works for you is great. blending all that out. Just like that. Guess I could put some makeup on my nose, hey? I didn't put any down my nose. I'll just use my finger and go right in between those two stripes that I made. And, is that too bright? Is that the problem? Sorry. Much better. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. So we're gonna blend this out just like that. So I've got my basic makeup application on now. Everything's blended nicely. I'm gonna go back in with linen, which is super light, and I'm just gonna brighten up my under eye area. I just sort of do this small triangle just right here. I'm just patting that in, just right in there. And I do a little on my chin, a little on my upper lip, and just a bit on my forehead. And then I'll blend again. And honestly, you can blend with that brush. I don't even need the sponge. Blend that out. Perfect. And you can see that that linen just gives you a pop of brightness. Linen is super, super light, but it works great on almost any skin tone for brightening if you use it on top of your main highlight. So there, I've got everything blended just the way I like it, but you can still kind of see that pimple. This one's pretty well hidden. I'll blend it out a little bit more, but this guy is still real obvious. So here's the super cool trick, you guys. Instead of using like a green based makeup or concealer that's super heavy and it's gonna get flaky, I am going to use our Aspen contour. This blew my mind earlier. I'm gonna use the small end of the detail hack brush, get some makeup on there, and I'm just going to stipple it right on top, just sort of the surrounding area very lightly. A very, very light hand. Notice how I'm just tapping it into the breakout. I am not caking it on. You can see I've got these little contour spots on my face now, right? All right. But that redness is like totally, completely gone. Then I'm going to take my sponge and I'm going to ever so lightly blend around the breakout, trying to stay away from the top of it. Just blending the edges, and then I'll press the sponge on the top a little bit. Same thing up here. So what you're doing is essentially removing that excess from around the edges. And what this contour does is it's color correcting. So you're matching the depth of the redness of the breakout versus just trying to put a bunch of makeup on top of it and cover it completely up. Just like that, okay? So they're almost completely hidden. Now I'm gonna get my June, which is my main highlight, and I'm just gonna use my finger and gently pat that on top. Just like that. So now we're matching, we're covering up the little bit of darkness that's left behind from the Aspen contour, which is one of our lightest contours. That's like for the fairest of the fair contour. But it has just the perfect pigment to pull the redness out of a breakout. And look at that. They're gone. Pretty stinking cool, if I don't say so myself. Best trick I've learned in a long time, other than the one I'm about to show you, which is using dry shampoo to set your makeup. Make sure that you have not done your eyebrows yet or your mascara, because it will turn them white, and you just shake it up. This is just a little $2 bottle of Batiste from Walmart. Close your eyes, close your mouth, hold your breath, and spray. Okay, you're gonna look a little powdery. That's okay. We're gonna give it just a second See my eyelashes? Woo. I look like Rip Van Winkle. Let it set for just a minute and dry. Take the fluffy end of the B Squared bronzer brush, and I'm just gonna dust that excess powder off. And it's gonna take away the excessive shine, and it's going to set that makeup, and it will last all stinking day. This is a miracle for this oily skinned girl. And there you have it. Pimple free, nice contour, natural looking, ready for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let's see, how do you stop this?